another wave check-in this morning, and so it's kind of like supposed to be a week of waves here, but it's as is what is more regular with Ireland, I believe, is there's these things coming with storms, and I mean anywhere in Europe the swells are way harder to predict. You couldn't really do strike missions on these because of how fast these swells change. So yesterday we rolled down. It was pretty cool looking. Mullagmore had some size, but it just we suited up, we got out there, the wind just took it like crazy, strong wind, side shore, making these huge clamps. It was like 15 foot, but there were just these big mean clamps on the barrel, so not really. I mean, we got out there and rode some waves. Always good to learn more and more about a new spot, and then so we kind of called it, and the wind blew it out. And then this morning we hoped that the swell had stuck around a bit, show up, conditions are nice, swell's gone. So just one of those things. That's what chasing swell is like, and especially here it's way more fickle than you would think, or maybe it's looked at like it's like you have to wake up on the day and just see it. And I think a lot of the times it's really hard to score and like hard to get the conditions premium, right? It's either conditions are nice but the swell's not there, or the swell's there and the conditions are just super rogue. It's very rare to get two lined up together. So we're gonna take a little break and then come back later, and then tomorrow looks like another bump in swell. So the swell will be here. If the conditions line up, we session. Tis the way. So all good, we're ready. More waves we ride, learning new spots. That's what's been crazy about this whole summer, which has not really even been a summer. It's been pretty much endless winter. Should have been the name of the channel, Endless Winter, like a twist on the endless summer videos, but we just chase endless winter. Winter ends in Hawaii, and we go to the southern hemisphere where winter starts, so it's winter year round for what we do, chasing swells. And pretty much from surfing so many new waves all this season long, the summer season at home, but winter everywhere else, I feel like what has been interesting is I've developed like you can learn waves a little faster, because when you grow up and surf one wave your whole life, you feel like you got that wave wired. It's the back of your hand, you know the whole lineup. But it can be a shock to show up at a new wave and get a good one, because you don't know the positioning. It's really hard. You're like baffled by the wave and the way it breaks. And even if it may not be like as gnarly, or is in the case gnarlier, it's even fucking harder to learn the wave. But I feel like from this year of surfing so many new heavy waves that I've gotten a little better at learning quicker. So it's like maybe not been a progression in surfing itself, but a progression in reading lineups, reading tea leaves, reading lineups and reading reefs, and kind of learning to position in spots better, quicker. So that's a cool little factoid, something to think about, food for thought, take it or leave it. Anyway, we're gonna go back and drink more coffee. We've had 3 already, so turn it into a chatty Cathy. So we're gonna just go home and reset, and we'll be back tomorrow or later this day. I don't know. Stay tuned. Do whatever you want. Out. Another day in paradise. Going to check the waves again. Eyes in the water, wake up, see conditions, that kind of day. Glassy. So, looks like there's some swell in the water. The waves. We're gonna go look at Mullagmore. And possibly do a session, because it's here, it's all timing. Time it with, you need swell, of course. You need weather. So that all needs to cooperate, and this is just super north, so it's really hard with weather. Like, it's hard to know what these storms are going to do. You got to wake up and kind of see it. And so on top of that, you got to time it with these really narrow tide windows. And so the sessions are often just like a few hours of the day at a specific spot. and it's pretty cool because it just feels like you're, even though we're here on, I guess what you'd call strikes, not really strike because we've been here for 2 months, but you just have to pinpoint these little moments of when the waves might be good. So we're going to check it out. Gear up, go up. Tom, how was that set? It's on. Tom's fired up. That was a set wave. Yeah.
Suit up, boot up. Oh, would you look at that?
Dawn, can you put the back over on my back?
Back over
Make
the
sure
back.
the canisters aren't jacked up. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Lovely.
Looks
Thank you.
pretty nice.
That's nice.
Smooth.
We're good.
You got it.
Yeah, we're
you know
good.
the deal.
Do that tongue thing.
Savage.
You fucking nail me.
The spinny. Wow, look at this sunrise, guys. Tripping.
Tripping, man. keys? Ah, he's got the keys.
Some good ones right off the bat.
So sick. The one was so scary and square. I was like, let me live.
How is that one? I didn't even see until I looked
I
back.
fell out
You
of
came
it.
out of the top of the lip.
That one I was so rattled on.
If Nate was cruising with me like fucking 10 years ago,
I don't know.
it's great having you around. I mean, I pull off a wave and I'm like, oh, I should have rode that one, but it was kind of fun. And then I look back and he's like getting petted off his scone in front of me. I'm like, wow, that's so sick. And he's backhand. Oh, fucking Looney Tunes.
Savage.
Looney.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. Dawn mode. Yeah, that was really nice.
Dawn mode's the best mode.
That was amazing. It was just.
Did you guys jump in first thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I
cool.
usually do that.
Down.
The worst thing is, you know, if it inflates when it's over your head like that.
Dude.
It's fucking so scary.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Pretty scary though.
Whew. Way too much milk.
How much milk did you have today, be honest?
2 liters. 2 liters. 2 liters. Of the Irish finest.
That's a good start to the day.
They're known for the milk over here.
Yeah.
It's a superfood, isn't it?
Is this the winning diet? Cheese and milk.
Cheese and milk. All day.
Milk, man. Cheese and milk toasted. I've seen you on my story.
With the cheese board?
Taking bites out of the bar.
Netflix and cheese.
This guy eats bites out of the butter bar.
Oh, I do love butter.
Butter, like, wow.
I'll eat butter straight up. It's so good.
It's keto.
That's mad.
You would love France then. You've been. Okay, so we got in from a session, 3 times a charm. Castle in the mist, castles in the sky. And next morning, beauty, just conditions, there was swell left over and just ended up riding some pretty mental waves. But it's just so gnarly, so sick when they come in and they're just jacked up. And just, first wave I made, barrel was so spooky square looking, and then inhaled and then made it. It's so funny doing a little maneuvering on a gun. Like, it's so different than a smaller board because the gun doesn't turn with you as much, and if you try to maneuver it too quick in the barrel on quick adjustments, it does a tipping thing, so you have to like lean into your back tail and like to turn it, and it's really this awkward kind of funny tipping thing on your rail backside. But it's so good. We made one, the other one all the way, like double section thing, a little bit foam ball, and then just got clamp coming out, and then just rode some more fun waves, missed some good ones. So all in all, a great session. We got worked, we made waves, we missed good waves. That's how sessions go. It's not all highlight reels, it's just sessions are gnar, and you fucking get worked and paddle. And 99% of the sessions we have is positioning. Missing a good one, getting pissed, getting in position and not missing the next one, and then not making it because you just this and that, and then correcting that. Like most of surfing, whether it's big wave or not big wave, it's just paddling and duck diving and positioning, and then 1% is actually riding waves. So it's hilarious, but I guess this makes it all, one that little bit of riding waves is worth it. You know, Zord knows, he's a big guy out at Waimea. I have to throw some photos up of him standing at Waimea. He's a big wave, casual big wave surfer himself. Zord? Zord got nothing to say, I guess, so that's that. And cut!